Saco de mentira.
Pero la mano al filo primero. El filo primero.
A lot of work going on today. We are installing the ceiling support for all the utilities that sit in these racks. And we're going to seal that all on the outside. And then over here we have, we're adjusting the duct. There's a ventilation duct that runs out here and the angle was off a little bit in the factory, so we're correcting that right now. Electrical is going in. And up front here, they're installing the refrigerator that's going to be here for cooling the kegs. And the bathroom walls are done on the other side. And some more racks in the roof. We have fiberglass over every bolt head. That's the Sika. This is the first layup or first layer. Once this is dry, we'll come back and do another one again. And yeah. Because that's the spot that we sanded, everything should hold nice and tight. And then this is, you know, another layer of waterproofing. There's more stuff to go. There's painting on the exterior. There's cement covering. There's spray foam. So lots of protections to make sure that everything is good. And here are those same bolt heads with the first layer of fiberglass applied on top of them, all the way up, to support the banding that holds the wall that's on this side, inside. And I just want to see the material and the cloth. Material of the cloth right over top. Tomorrow when this is dry, we'll add a second coat and a second application. So yesterday this layer it was applied and now it's dry, and now we're doing the second layer of fiberglass over top of those bolt holes and bolt heads. And these ones we're turning the material so it's a different direction than the others, so that there's no single line of openings or holes in the fiberglass. And we'll keep doing this on all the bolts that we had to put in, holes that we had to put into the shell. The exterior electrical box has all been wired up, and including some of the additionals. The additionals that were added on, you can see where this tube runs down and follows along the top of the foundation and goes up into the additional box. Those will all be covered with cement when we create the slope across the bottom to make the water flow off the foundation and into the French drain underneath. And you can see that the guys with the electricals are pretty creative in, you know, their pipe bending skills, etc., to get everything in and out. But yeah, it's good. All the way down, all ready to go. might be a write-off for the rest of the day because of rain. A bit of a river running by the front of the place. But inside, all nice and dry, no leaks, no issues, just our wet footprints. Today is the start of filling in all these sloped areas on the panels with cement and waterproofing additive to it. So this will be mixed up into a sand cement mix and then applied on all the sections of the panels where these joints right here meet. There's a little section there that would catch water if there's any water, and then eventually it would work its way in through and inside over time. So we're going to fill those in and create a slope so the water, any water actually just continues on. And then the same thing along the bottom here. We're going to add another slope down here at the bottom, and that will cover all those bolts, and then it'll take the water right outside the foundation into the French drain that's been installed all the way around the foundation. So this is the section I talked about that we need to fill with cement. This cement has waterproofing additive added to it, and then once it's all dry, we're going to again paint this with the green Fasteel paint to make a continuous slope, and this prevents water from filling up these pockets and areas in here. In El Valle, we get a lot of rain, so it's been an everyday occurrence to have to empty those pockets just to prevent water buildup and it from breaking down the other waterproofing agents that we've added over time. So we've been keeping it dry and clean, and now we can put in the cement and sand mixture to create the slope so that any water will flow right off the top of the unit. And being the rainy season, not an hour after we started to apply the cement, the rains came. So we're covering as we work to give the cement underneath the covers a chance to dry before the rain causes issues. Well, the rain stopped, so back to work. Gotta dry off the roof and clear out all those pockets of any water that's collected, and then start cementing again. Third time today. Had to stop once again. Can't mix cement. Can't go up on the roof. The boys are all waiting. It's dry. She's inside the structure right now. And we've still got lots of plastic on top of the structure just to protect the cement that we just put up there from the rain, so it has a chance to dry. So these are the pockets filled. You can see how it creates a nice gentle slope now. When the water comes off the top, it just carries on and falls down. And it goes down to the foundation and eventually into the French drain. And all the points where the panels meet. And on the other side, this is how the pockets were originally, after we'd covered them all in Fastille paint and tape on top, the seam seal tape, and we filled in those pockets, so now there's no worry about water collecting there, and we don't have to come up here and empty it every day to continue to build. We've done all the installation of any hooks and hangers on the inside that come up to the ceiling. They're all sealed off with Sika and Sikaflex and the 2 layups of fiberglass. It's time to cement the center sections. This adds rigidity and support to the ceiling, and it creates a slope, so again that any water runoff will leave the top if it ever does touch down this far. And there's a piece of reinforcing metal put inside there called Maya in Spanish, just to give the cement some rigidity and keep it from cracking down over time in the future. Hey, good morning, it's Monday, and after finishing the cement on the roof on all the flat sections and then painting them with Fastille, covering it over the weekend, everything is nice and dry and solid. It's a very solid footing if I'm up here walking on it because of the cement and the reinforcing bar that's inside the cement. In some cases, in some Green Magic homes, they actually build a deck up top that you can access from outside, and that would be supported by an internal column, and then the column would open up onto this type of a surface at the top, and they build upon that. But yeah, everything's looking good. We've also gone ahead and Fastilled all of the tubes, the support tubes, and we've done that just because they put them in the factory just to support the panel, to give it structural strength. And sometimes there are small pinholes and openings in the actual tube, and where the fiberglass in the tube meets the ends, etc. So we Fastille that as well, cover that with the waterproofing elastomeric paint, and you paint from beyond where the tube is applied over the tube and then to the other side, and then we leave these sections open and not painted. And that's on purpose because we're going to add spray foam to cover this. We want the spray foam to stick to the panel, not just to the surface layer of paint. So that way, when the spray foam is applied, it'll stick right to the structure, and it won't have something that could over time release, like a layer of paint or something, if someone was to apply pressure on it or change the shape of the structure in any way.